Hare Krishna. So the Mataji who's been staying here for now almost 10 days, her name is Jaya Shyama Mataji. So she took initiation in ISKCON, as I said previously, from Jayapataka. We have been going over the Ritvik order with her. It is very important to get informed. If you have not yet, please go see in the link in the description and watch fully the Ritvik video, a bona fide system video, to get a clearer understanding of what is this Ritvik. If you are against it, do not write yelling comments. You can write your position, you can write your points, that why this Ritvik system is not bona fide, and so on, and we can answer according to Guru Sastra Sadhu. For the past 8-10 days that she's been here, every day we've been taking 3 hours together to talk about this, and we watched the whole Ritvik video together, and now we're reading the IA 77 paper. We've read already 2 evenings, so we're reading a little bit and then discussing about it. This is already the 3rd evening on the IA paper that we're discussing. She's a very kind Mataji, very intelligent, very smart and sincere, and today she's learned how to do pujari and change Prabhupada and so on.
主啊，像那闪耀的太阳，他总是乐意满足你的奉献者的愿望，因此你被称为如愿树。当灵性导师们全然托庇于你的莲花足下，为了跨越可怕的无知之洋，他们便把渡洋的方法留在地球上。您对奉献者非常仁慈，你接受了这个方法来帮助他们。
然后你是说灵性导师的那个单子是阿查里亚吧？一个听 Prabhupada 的教导，4个规范中的16寸，然后
生活在奉献者的社团，
跟奉献者在一起，必须要念。
So, Bani is more important than the Bapu. Bapu will be finished. This is material body. It will be finished. That is the nature. But if we keep to the Bani, to the words of spiritual master, then we remain very fixed up.
We're always feeling your presence very strongly. Simply by your teachings and your instructions. We're always meditating on your instructions.
And that is really very not important. When I order him to become Guru, he becomes regular Guru.
A spiritual master is always liberated. The pure devotee is always free from the clutches of Maya and her influence. A bona fide spiritual master is in the disciplic succession from time eternal, and he does not deviate at all from the instructions of the Supreme Lord.
The influence of material nature cannot harm an enlightened soul, even though he engages in material activities, because he knows the truth of the Absolute and his mind is fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
One who has taken exclusive shelter of the Supreme Lord, Vasudeva, becomes free from fruitive activities, which are based on material lust. In fact, one who has taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord is freed from even the desire to enjoy material sense gratification. Plans for enjoying sex life, social prestige, and money cannot develop within his mind. Thus, he is considered Bhagavatotam, a pure devotee of the Lord on the highest platform. The third-class person in Krishna consciousness may fall down, but when one is in the second class or first class, he does not fall down. Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna. So we've just finished another 2-hour session of speaking in the Ritvik order, Srila Prabhupada. I know I'm speaking a lot about this in the past videos because it's very, very important. Again, if you have not watched, please go watch this video. It is very important to understand the position of ISKCON at the present moment and what Prabhupada really wanted. So another 2 hours with Mataji. She is very intelligent, she's very sincere. So I'm spending a lot of time to make sure she understands all of this clearly and that she's very convinced. Because it's not easy. Imagine you want to start a spiritual life, then you give your life to someone, you surrender to him, you accept him on the same platform as Lord Krishna, a pure devotee who comes down from the spiritual world to take you back there. You surrender everything, you fully, it's just like a love story basically, a man and a woman, they open themselves, then they become vulnerable to be hurt by the other person because you fully, open yourself. Similarly, these people, these devotees in ISKCON, they open themselves to these gurus. They, open their heart. Yes, you are Uttama Adhikari, the highest platform. I surrender to you. You will bring me back home, back to Godhead. And then they learn that they have not been authorized by Srila Prabhupada, that they are falling down, that they are, molesting children. These things are happening in ISKCON. How much you can get hurt, I'm very fortunate. I didn't have to go through this. I was born in ISKCON, but my father found out about the Ritvik order, and later on I didn't have to go through the whole, the whole crazy story. I was directly, initiated as a Srila Prabhupada disciple. So I can just imagine what they are going through. I can just try to imagine the pain that they went through. But I can see by the result, some complete yatra were broken to pieces when some of their gurus visibly fell down. Because as soon as you disobey the order of the spiritual master, you're considered useless, fallen. The order of the spiritual master is the active principle in spiritual life. Anyone who disobeys the order of the spiritual master immediately becomes useless. There's no arguing about this. So when they visibly saw that my guru fell down, what happened? Some people, I heard some people committed suicide, some devotees committed suicide, some left Krishna consciousness, some didn't want to have anything to do with it. So they are doing the greatest disservice. By a false display of religious sentiments, they present a show of devotional service while indulging in all sorts of immoral activities. In this way they pass as spiritual masters and devotees of God. Such violators of religious principles have no respect for the authoritative acharyas, the holy teachers in the strict disciplic succession. Instead, to mislead the people in general, they themselves become so-called acharyas, but they do not even follow the principles of the acharyas. These rogues are the most dangerous elements in human society. Sri Ishopanishad confirms that these pseudo-religionists are heading toward the most obnoxious place in the universe after the completion of their spiritual master business, which they conduct simply for sense gratification. It would have been such a beautiful movement still if Prabhupada was the only Diksha Guru, was in the center, and all the GBC, all those sannyasis and all would be Shiksha Guru. The GBC should all be the instructor gurus. I am the initiator guru, and you should be the instructor guru by teaching what I am teaching and doing what I am doing. And bringing everybody to Prabhupada. It's just now we had an example, just like, there's one spaceship, one rocket and many cars. So maybe you have a car license, that's alright. So you can bring people to the spaceship, to the rocket. But then the rocket to go to another planet, that only one person knows how to operate this. Only one person, that's Prabhupada. Prabhupada brings us back to the spiritual world. He knows how to do that. Maybe you know how to bring someone to Prabhupada. That is Shiksha Guru, instructing Guru. So if these sannyasis would have done that, bring everybody to the rocket, everybody to Prabhupada, because they know how to preach by following the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, by showing by example, you become enthused, and yes, you follow, and you surrender to Prabhupada, and then Prabhupada brings you back to the spiritual world. So that much power they can have, they can do to bring someone to Prabhupada, but to bring back a soul to the spiritual world, that is Superman business. That is only, pure devotee can do that. As for your next question, can only a few pure devotees deliver others? Anyone, if he is a pure devotee, he can deliver others. He can become spiritual master. But unless he is on that platform, he should not attempt it. Then both of them will go to hell, like blind men leading the blind. There's no conditioned soul is empowered to do this stuff. Anyway, so I'm very happy though that she is understanding and she's very, sincere. Finally, after 1 year, for those of you who've been following since the beginning, we opened this temple in Janmashtami 2017. Now we just passed 2018 Janmashtami. So 1 year, we're finally gonna make one devotee with us. Other devotees who you see once in a while, they were already here in the city, when we came. Janmashtami 2017, you saw there were 20 of us. Then slowly, those who wanted to take it easy, they didn't come back, because we saw that here we don't mess around. We follow strictly the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. So you see now we're just a couple of devotees, but now we're bringing someone else. And it's not anyone. She's got a daughter who went to the Gurukul. She's a devotee, her daughter. She's got an ex-husband who wants to become devotee. She's got parents who are chanting, She's got a younger brother who's chanting, who has children. I mean, if we can bring her, we can bring the whole family, and the yatra will be boosted in one go. So that's why I'm praying for the mercy of the Vaishnavas out there to please give me your blessings so that I can have a little bit of devotion to do this service. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Emana durmati sansara bitore Horiya chinu ami Emana durmati sansara bitore Horiya chinu ami Tabani jajan kono mahajane Tabani jajan kono mahajane Pataya dile tumi
Hare Krishna, thank you very much for having watched this video. I hope that you are pleased by seeing the devotional activities of the devotees of ISKM, Henan, China. Please also go take a look at other videos made by other devotees of our ISKM throughout the world, such as Tadvavid Prabhu, Vrajakishore Prabhu, and Chaitanya Leela Prabhu. Please go and subscribe to their channel to encourage them. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hari Hari Bol.